be talking about Halle Berry, Ciara, Janoski, and the singer Olivia. So as you see from this, they look so much alike, and I'm just going to show you guys a bunch of side by sides. So right here, Berry and Ciara both equal 32. And right here is Halle Berry's full breakdown on Google, and her description basically how her career came about. And right here at the bottom where I highlighted, it said that she came in sixth place in the Miss World 1986, which is scripted to her because if you put in her name. And then another thing, her full name, Halle Maria Berry, Idol Worship, Satanic Ritual, Time Traveler, and Destruction all share 148. As you guys can see, it aligns perfectly. Maria Berry, which is her middle name. Eye of Horus, which is symbolism that they use all the time. That's just them paying homage to the Eye of Horus, etc. And then Wilson, which is Ciara's new last name since she's married to Russell Wilson. And then 144, Plane Crash, and Halle Berry, her name regular, all have the same gematria. She's close to Kobe. Kobe died in a plane crash, which I'll show you guys later, Kobe connections. But this could be for any of her characters. Any of them could also go through this. New York, and Maria, which is Halle Berry's middle name, have the same gematria. The reason I'm bringing this up is because Olivia and Janoski are both from New York, okay? So that's a huge connection right there with her other characters. 144 and Halle Berry and Wilson share 70 and 56. So I matched Halle Berry and Ciara's new last name Wilson with 144, and it matches up perfectly. 144 is associated with terms like Mark of the Beast, Jezebel Order, and Celebrity. And then something that I found odd is that Celebrity, the full gematria with it, includes 99 in the ordinal cipher. And 99, like I tell you guys, is associated with the end. That's just them always dying off. They don't care. That's part of their thing. Is a number of completion, and their goal is to complete, recycle, complete and recycle, and complete and recycle. And that means complete any mission that they need to complete, and then knock them off, and then recycle them into another character. Halle Berry's full name and the all-seeing eye share the same exact gematria. So right here is Ciara's full breakdown, as you guys can see. So Ciara, Princess, which is her middle name, ironically, and then Berry, which is Berry's last name, and Olivia, which is their other character. They all share 68, 32, aka 23, that could be also, and 40. So Ciara was with Future, and if you guys don't know, Future is Duke Dennis, Meryl Streep, and Mahershala Ali. And I have a video about that I made months ago, but I recently did a response video because they responded to me, which was insane. So you guys can go check that video out. So the connection here is this is them together. They have a kid together and they dated. And Ciara looks like a man, literally. So the mockery here is that Meryl Streep and Halle Berry are together laughing in everyone's face because of the sick mockery that they do, because this is just them in another format. And then right here is them together, but that's kind of blurry. Sorry about that. And then right here, Ciara Wilson and Seal of Saturn both have the same gematria. Here's what the Seal of Saturn looks like. Okay. And then the next character is Olivia. And Olivia's a singer, and she's also on Love and Hip Hop. I believe Janoski was on Love and Hip Hop too, which is a huge connection. The weird thing about this is Halle Berry dated a guy named Oliver, and her other character just so happens to be named Olivia. And then right here, Halle Berry's full name and Olivia both share 76. And then here's a huge connection. Ciara dated 50 Cent in 2007 to 2010. And here they go together. And here's Olivia and 50 Cent. And I always thought when I was younger that Olivia was Ciara. I could never tell the difference between them. And even in these two pictures, it's hard to tell the difference between them, as you guys can see. So he connects this a lot. Janoski is also connected to 50 Cent. Back in 2017, she was a dancer in 50 Cent and T.I.'s music video. And then right here, 50 Cent says he must be to find Halle Berry attractive. So this is a very double speak type of comment that he made. Either he's saying that she looks like a guy or he's saying that he's a woman. This is very much double speak. And the fact that he even comment on the topic of finding her attractive or her being attractive, and he just so happened to date two of her other characters. So here's the next character, which is Janoski. All right. And this is Janoski's breakdown. She's not a really big character, but it is worth mentioning because there's a lot of gematria scripted with this character. So right here in her about section, it says dancer turned into rapper. The ironic thing about that is that all these characters seem to dance, especially Ciara. She's a dancer character. And then right here's a side by side of Ciara and Janoski, and they look identical to each other. And then this is Janoski's real name. And then her real name, Rebecca, plus her last name, Mark of the Beast, and Jezebel Order all have the same gematria, just how Halle Berry links to Mark of the Beast too. And then Halle, Maria, and Rebecca both share 44. Make sure you guys go check out my number 44 video on Patreon. Very good video. And then Janoski and Halle both share 25. So Janoski's full name and full moon both share 108. They are associated with the moon heavily. And then right here is her full name. And then Kobe Bryant Bean, which is Kobe Bryant's full name, but the last name and middle name are reversed. So they share the same gematria. They share 243 and 81. In 2005, Kobe was playing and she was checking him out. So that's a huge connection that her other character has gematria linked to Kobe and she's caught checking him out. So right here is Bow Wow and Ciara. And then here is Bow Wow when he was younger, and he's with Halle Berry. So they're always going to be with similar people. That's something that I've noticed. And here goes another picture. He looks so much like Lil Mama and Glorilla. And then you guys should go check out my video that I made 2 months ago about Bow Wow. And also go check out Conscious X's video about that. And then Nelly, Halle Berry's last name, which is Berry, Olivia, and Ciara, they all share the same gematria. So 68, 23, and 67. Ciara and Nelly. Of course, Ciara's doing the horns. Sometimes even the gematria is the same with whoever they've linked with or was close to or dated. And then Out of Time, Dead on Arrival, Ciara Wilson, and Michael Jackson all share the same gematria. They all share 124. How Michael Jackson's linked to Out of Time and Dead on Arrival because he died. So these are obvious death terms. So of course Ciara did this emotional tribute to Michael Jackson, and here we go, her base character is with Michael Jackson. And another person they're connected to is Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber and Ciara Princess Harris both share 134, and here they go together. And he looks like a grown-up. He doesn't look like a young person at all. He looks like himself now, but they made him short. That's what that looks like. So this is the article about it. So here is Ciara and Halle Berry together, and they literally look like mother and daughter. Halle Berry literally looks like the older version of Ciara. And like I tell you guys all the time, they can be together. That's something that they do. They like doing that. So another character that I do want to bring up is Halle Berry's base character, because of course she has her own characters that she comes from, and a character that she does come from is Whitney Houston. So a few months back I made a video about Whitney Houston being Bia, which is correct, that's one of her modern day characters, but one of her bigger characters is Halle Berry. As you guys can see, they look exactly alike. Okay, and here's another side by side of them. And so Whitney Elizabeth Houston and Maria Berry both equal 110. And then Houston and Berry have the same exact gematria, 31 and 32. And then Whitney and Berry both share the same gematria. They both share 31. So I will make a full video about this later, but I did want to briefly touch on this because I could not just end this video off without mentioning this because they look so much alike. So this picture right here, Whitney Houston, reminded me so much of this picture of Ciara. Literally, it looks like a copy and paste. And I even made a side by side to show you guys. They favor a lot. Now, something I do also want to clarify is that all these characters are heavily mixed. There's a lot of characters that you can see within them. So that's something to take consideration of. They're heavily mixed. So a lot of you guys know that the lady that was in this movie, Babs, she died. So here's her description on Google. Her name's Natalie. And then Babs came out in 1997. Halle just so happens to equal 97. And then Halle also equals 38. And then Disease and Natalie have the same exact gematria. She died of cancer. And then 131. And Natalie, her full name, the Society of Jesus, and Halle Marie Berry all share 91. So something that I noticed that a lot of these celebrities share is them being military children, like growing up with military parents and constantly traveling. I think they do that so they can infiltrate in multiple places. Ciara just so happens to be one of those characters where they are from a military family, so they're constantly traveling. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate all of you guys.